when it comes to cybersecurity, I got this curiosity. I guess it was in my top standard. So at that time, I don't know how to start my career. Even I don't have a proper guidance at that time. I don't have a person who just influenced or who just guided me into this. I don't have a special person for that. So somehow I just ended up in doing this mechanical engineering stuff. And at that time also, I figured it out. I couldn't just shake off my curiosity about the cybersecurity. And gradually, after completing my degree, I just started my own research. And then from there, I just tried self-pacing some online resources, web forums, and other stuff. And gradually, I just ended up as a system administrator. From there, I just keep researching, and finally, to my curiosity, that gradually turned into a profession. And that's how I just ended up in doing the cybersecurity or choosing cybersecurity as my profession.
Right, Shonith. From my perspective, it is start from my plus two. Okay, so in that time I used to hack games. In that time, okay, so everyone's using the same way for the game hacking, but I have ended up with the code hacking, which means I go to analyze all the backend codes for the applications. Then I want to change that. Maybe we can say it is a hacking though. Also, for an application, we can edit to some kind of the things. We can't edit though. Okay, in that time, I used to edit kind of the applications and save all those data. In that moment, I know like, yeah, I'm good at with the codes. So even though it was in my plus two, I couldn't go with my studies for the hacking and that stuff. So I have gone through with the electronics. Also, my background is having my electronics from the IT. Okay, after completing that, and again, I have started with the hacking things. So most of the things I have studied from the self-learning method. So after I have joined with some kind of the technical institute. So in there I have gained my CS. Also right now I'm having the CSFI also.
In fact, we started our career from a different domain. It's not belongs to cybersecurity, not a PCA. It's just from a different domain. Then we gradually followed our curiosity and ended up in doing this profession.
If you got the passion, you can do it.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so what does cybersecurity mean to you in today's digital age?
In today's digital age, cybersecurity is not just protecting your own data. Other than that, it's just protecting your privacy. So I guess you got social media accounts, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All of us got social media accounts. So you just need to protect your own data. And I'm damn sure that you will be posting some personal information out there, including the places that you visit, and also your favorite restaurants, your birthdays, your friends' birthdays. Okay, all those snapshots you are just sharing that over Instagram, right?
Also
Or
with the
any other.
Snapchat, also with the Snapchat, you are going to share your location.
Yes.
So all these are considered to be your personal information. So here it's really important to properly safeguard your personal stuff, your privacy, and maintaining a proper flow. Like we can say, like just need to have a proper, healthy way in order to just.
Also, you do have one story, right? With the
Sorry.
Insta.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell them right
Yeah,
now.
it's actually a funny story where I got to know that Instagram actually controlling.
Just don't mention me. That's
Yeah.
Instagram controls?
Yeah. Instagram is
Yeah, of
actually
course.
controlling us.
you're using Instagram, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, what about your reels? Feeds? Is it more relatable?
Yeah.
Yeah,
course.
mostly relatable, right? Okay, so in fact, we can say like Instagram knows you more than your best friend knows, right? Okay, what if I just told you Instagram knows you better?
How
It's a fact.
about emotionally? I don't think
Yes,
so.
of course.
Let's say my colleague Shonith.
Okay.
Okay,
Here we go.
let's say it in a way, he got a crush on a girl. Okay, so the very moment when I knows that Instagram will just try to send some of the relatable reels. We can say like how to identify the true love. Okay, 5 signs to identify true love. Then he gonna focus on that, right? Because he got that emotion.
I'm gonna focus on that theory.
Yeah, that theory, how to find a true love, the 5 signs. And after that, what gonna happen? Okay, he will finally end up in just disclosing, okay, I'm into that love. Right? Okay, what actually gonna happen after a few months is Instagram will already gonna send 5 ways to just identify fake thing. Okay, so the same thing, it can control your relationship in a way like that. Okay, so it will start sparking some issues, some doubts, some other things. It can just control your emotions. Okay,
Maybe we can
it's
put a
related.
situatory warning, okay? Otherwise,
Yeah.
my life is going to be spoiled.
That's actually gonna happen in a way like that. Another ways we can say it like Google, your memories, Google Photos. Okay, so let's say
Yeah,
some
maybe
good,
we can relate to that you.
yeah,
That'll be better.
okay, fine. Yeah, let's say got a break. Okay, and after 2 years, this Google will make me memorize like, okay, you were with this girl at this time, at this place, right? Okay, after
Even after deleting the pictures?
it's true love. Yeah, I can't just delete that picture, you know. That's the power of love.
Even though if it's deleted, he is going to recover that.
Yeah,
That's the main thing. In front of us, he is going to delete that.
So it's like you just need to follow a proper online hygiene. Okay, you just need to keep your privacy strictly maintained by yourself. It's like don't just post unnecessary stuff that leads an attacker to just compromise yourselves. It's really important to protect your privacy. So in my personal opinion, I consider it's like protecting your privacy and your data from an unauthorized access. Yeah, that's really important in this trend. Yeah, that's my answer.
So if you want to attack someone, we can try to check their Instagram, also the Snapchat. Wherever you go, you want to put a snap right. So in that time, we can check that.
You got highlights, right?
Of course, highlights.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Do I?
Highlights.
Do I have it?
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Yes, you have.
Of course.
I
Your
I
friend,
thought
your
you guys
sister's
don't.
birthday, right? Yeah.
Okay, I thought you guys are not in Instagram. How do you know about this?
I don't
We are
know.
hackers.
Even before we are coming here, we are going to analyze everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And recently you posted your sister's birthday, right?
Yes, I did.
So you disclosed one of your sensitive information out there. You agree with that?
Yes, I do agree, and I wanted to.
Okay, you want to intentionally
wanted to.
disclose your information.
Not disclosing, it was just a picture.
Okay. For you, it's just a picture. For an attacker,
Yes.
it's an information. Yeah, that's the difference.
Information for
Information for
What?
just cracking
just
something.
because it's
Okay.
a birthday.
Like maybe if I go to your number, okay,
That you
I go to
already
your
had.
okay, if I go to your number, so with a Telegram bot, I can directly call you. Okay, with
Yeah.
a Telegram bot, that I can directly call you.
Mhm.
In that particular time, I can get your photos, your battery information, where you are staying at, every details that I can get with just a single number. Right now, if the bot is working or not.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So, what are the types of cybersecurities and its objectives?
Okay, so for going with that, for our cybersecurity, we do have a different domains. Okay, we call it as a trees. Maybe we can call it as a trees. So in the we can talk about any more. Maybe we do have eight or more. Okay, so we are going to talk about any day at least three. First one thing will be network security. Other thing, application security. Then information security. We can talk about this. Okay, it will be most important things in our cybersecurity field. Just in the security field. Okay, so when we are talking about the network security, so right now for your house, you have implemented a CCTV. Might you have implemented a CCTV, right? So for a CCTV, might you have been installed with a wireless network. It will be connected within a network. Okay, maybe a Wi-Fi. Okay, for those to secure our data while transmitting our camera details to our storage. Okay, it will be connected within our network. All the data will be transmitted from our camera to storage device via the Wi-Fi. Okay, if any attacker can directly sniff all those things. If our camera has been any kind of vulnerabilities in there, we can try to sniff all these things. Okay, if the vulnerabilities is existing one. Okay, otherwise that we can say it is secure. Okay, so another thing will be application security. I have already told you about my plus two things. Okay, I was editing some kind of the backend codes. Just like that, if you are building a new application, we have to give a proper updated libraries. Okay, if I am using a outdated libraries, they'll be having a vulnerabilities left in there. So if we didn't update that particular libraries, that vulnerability is still existing in there. So I can try to attack. Okay. So we are going to mitigate that application security. So another thing will be information security. Okay, in that we can say it as a while you transmitting your data, we have to keep implemented CEA triad. We call it as confidentiality, integrity, availability. Okay, so we have to keep that while transmitting our any kind of information transmission. While transferring our data, we have to implement this CEA triad.
So you got Instagram account, right? Again, back to Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more relatable for Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm just keep asking you about Instagram. Okay. So you got access to your account. Okay, only authorized person got the access. Okay, with the right credential. Okay, so let me introduce I'm an attacker. Okay, and I want to exfiltrate into your account. Okay, so somehow if I manage to get into your account, that compromises confidentiality. Okay, a data that is bound to a particular person. So I'm just trying to access those data with an unauthorized, unauthorized access. I'm not supposed to access those data, but I access it. Okay, so that compromises confidentiality. So in fact, we can say like a data that is meant to a particular person, okay, has to be bound to that person only. Okay, for others, it's not meant to access. Okay, if someone got the access, then it compromises confidentiality. That's about confidentiality.
Okay, when it comes to integrity, maybe I can give you an example. Okay, while you are trying to chat with someone in your WhatsApp, you can see an end-to-end chat encryption. So you have noted that, right? Okay, when you are typing a message, it will be encrypted and sent to our other person. It is what is end-to-end chat encryption. Our data will be encrypted within our transferring. Okay, we call it as we are keeping our data as a secured one. Okay, so
Let's take you're sending a message to Shonith. It can be anything, like a hi. Okay. So as an attacker, if I'm connected to the same network or a different network, okay, somehow I manage to exfiltrate that particular data while in transition. And I manipulated the content. Instead of hey, I just added okay, hey you. Okay, I can just manipulate that. If I'm able to manipulate that particular data, okay, it compromises integrity. Okay,
Okay.
and that entirely changed or altered your content. Okay, so that compromises integrity. So here in this end-to-end encryption, WhatsApp is assuring you that the content that you have shared with another client will be remains the same. There will not be any intrusion or any interception made by the attacker.
there will be no middleman.
Even if it's made by an attacker, he or she will not be able to modify that. That's a guarantee you are getting from WhatsApp by end-to-end encryption.
Okay.
For the availability, one more thing is the availability. Okay, so for the availability, whenever you want the data, it has to be
Okay.
it has to be available. When it comes to like you are driving your motorcycle without the helmet, so in that time maybe police will catch you. So you have to access the driver's license through there was an application right for our government IDs. Yeah, DigiLocker. You have to access the DigiLocker. So in that time, you need the exact data of our driver's license or anything. Okay, they are not going to leave in that particular time. So which means if we got the data in that particular time, it will be for our thing, right?
Yeah.
Then only our police is going to leave you.
Yes.
Okay, it is called as an availability. Okay.
Okay, got it. So, what do you mean by phishing?
And also how to prevent from phishing attacks.
Okay. Phishing is actually a social engineering attack. You know what is social engineering? Okay.
Okay, right now you have told about you like when you go to know my Instagram feeds and everything, right?
So it's let's say like it's an art of hacking human minds. Okay, where an attacker can impersonate We can act as a trustworthy person, okay, to just trick the user in exposing their sensitive information like date of birth, as we have just given, okay, then your phone number, credit card numbers, passwords. Okay, let's say if I got your date of birth, maybe your password will be Pia at the date of birth. Okay, there are chances your password can be that, right? Okay, and also it can be something like Pia at the rate, then your
Date of
year,
birth, year.
yeah, can be,
Anything.
or maybe your boyfriend's name. It's a possibility. So I have to figure it out when I'm just doing this information gathering stuff. Okay, so there is a process where attackers usually go for the first hand. Okay, where we just gather information about our victim. Okay, it can be anything, including your social media feeds. Okay, the posts that you have posted over social networking sites, and some other data like. I can just directly make a contact with you, pretending like in your case, if you're working as an admin, I can just pretend like a student who just wants to know about your institution or some other steps. Okay, in your organization, let's say you are just providing some sort of cyber security steps or products. So I'll pretend like I'm a client and I want to know about the technologies that you're using in your organization. That will help me to just construct a proper map about your organization. So these are basic phishing steps. Okay, where our motto is to trick the users to expose their sensitive information. It can be anything. For users, these are some bit of easy peasy things. But for the attacker, it's actually valid information that we will use on our next phases. That is actually phishing, tricking the user or manipulating the user. And I guess you could another question.
Yes.
So most of the users is going to most of the papers they are going to tell you like my insurance has been lost. Mostly it depends upon our phishing links.
All of a sudden, there will be a mail in your inbox stating, okay, we have found some unusual activities in your account. In order to verify that it was a mistake made from our side, you just need to verify your account. And below that, there will be a link.
So how do we prevent this?
In order to prevent this, one thing that you can do, you can educate yourself or your employees about how to verify or how to recognize phishing mails. And also, you can use advanced spam filters, which will help you to diagnose these fake suspicious emails. Or you can just go for browser extensions. There are anti-phishing tools like browser extensions, Netcraft, ad blockers. You can just go for that. Okay, it's actually best practice in order to follow these hygiene. And also, before clicking a link, you just need to verify that it's actually an authenticated or authentic domain. So that's the main thing that you can implement in your day-to-day life.
Without knowing the backend, just don't click it.
You don't trust the entity from where you just got that mail. Don't just click on it.
Maybe anonymous.
Yeah, it can be something anonymous.
How about how about in Google is interrogative mode, right? If we search in that, can they hack or something?
In Google.
In Google,
Yes.
store history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
store
does
it our
store
backend. Yeah.
It does store
I think
history.
she's having some fear.
No, I
it's
don't
called-
have it. I'm just asking.
Okay.
I just wanted to know about it.
Once you have clicked on a suspicious link, it can
Okay.
just disclose some of the saved passwords in your Chrome, your history. So your history will make a proper picture about yourself, right? The things that you have searched. Okay, it can be something related to a favorite book, a favorite movie, or it can be something else, right? So it will just give a
I think
better
in that
understanding.
mode, it will
She's
not be
talking about
saved.
the incognito mode.
It's
Yes,
still
it
in
will
that
not be
browser.
saved in a.
It will be saved.
history.
Storage.
Okay, just maybe you can try it after. So open incognito mode. Then
Okay.
type any kind of stuff. Then close that. Okay, just close that. Then again turn on the incognito mode. Then try to search the same keyword again. It will become.
Okay.
It will come there.
And it will be a warning there. There will be a warning like this data will not be cleared from our side. If someone, an authorized user, is asking for this information, we will just provide this. Okay, we will just only hide this particular history from certain people. Okay, You have to go through that lens. Okay.
Okay.
The same thing happens when you install an application. Okay, nobody will just
You're not going to
go
read
through
that.
this, like a license agreement. Have you ever read that license agreement? No, right? Okay. The reason why they are just giving that lengthy license agreement is just to make the user overwhelmed with that. Okay. Then they will not just go for reading that. Where they clearly states that we will make use of your data and will share your data with some other third-party domains also, third parties also. You are just check the box and you will agree with that. Okay, you can just take my data. The same thing happens. Okay.
Also, same thing while you are buying a new phone. You are going to allow for every kind of data.
Yes,
They are going to allow location, voice, also sometimes even the camera.
Yeah.
But right now the camera isn't accessing, but the voice with the mic.
It does
they are
access
accessing.
with the Instagram and all like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the applications are now using our voice,
Okay.
even our Google. While we are talking these kind of things, they are going to record it.
Yeah, right this moment when you are discussing about a podcast, okay,
Yeah.
after a few minutes or a couple of minutes, you'll be getting some suggestions related to cybersecurity podcasts. Okay, it because of it's listening to your use, what you are actually discussing in real time, Google is actually listening to that to make the user experience better. They are just claiming in a way like that. Okay, but it's not actually for them. It's actually they are getting our information in different manner.
And they are not just storing, they are going to share with some other applications too. That is
The
the main
same
thing.
thing that you have searched over Google. Okay, it will be there in your Instagram,
Facebook.
right? If you are just
Facebook.
looking for a shoe,
Yeah,
a pair of
It
shoes.
does, it does.
Yeah.
Even when we communicate with each other, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. So you are going to think like it is a like
It's not a coincidence, okay?
Okay.
It's actually they are just making use of your data to make your user experience more better. Okay, if you consider it's making it more better, then you can just go with it. Otherwise, you just need to control some security best practices. Okay. So instead of Google, you can just go for DuckDuckGo. I'm not just promoting DuckDuckGo in this, okay?
So what is that?
It's actually a search engine that
Search
you can
engine.
make use of. It will not store the keywords or any history that you
How
have.
sure about it? How sure
Yeah,
are you
it
about
is.
this?
How sure about you
Till
about
right
you
now-
use Google?
Yeah, I know it's pretty sure that.
till now
So
the data
evident.
has been not lost yet. Okay, the data has been kept there without
Okay.
losing any kind of the data.
Okay.
It's actually a best practice that you need to use these sort of search engines in order to make sure that they won't just save your data. Or at least you can use some secondary mails. And I hope you got spam mails.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
we do.
For some official purpose, you can just make use normal browsing for registering some of the websites. You can make use of your spam mails. So it will be more easier for you and it will be more convenient for you. Don't make use of the mails that are connected to your payment, GPay, like PhonePe, Jupiter, or any other payment application. Don't just make use of that same email. And
So what do we use then?
spam mails
mails.
instead of that. If you are using a mail for particularly payment stuffs, okay, just keep it in a that way. Don't just use the same mail for logging on the website or sharing to someone else. Okay, don't make use of that. Instead of that case, you can just use a spam mail. So the basic steps that you can follow, and it's not that much technical, right? Yeah, that's it.